Hello everyone, I am Janelle and I'm here with Nicoline. We are both PAC trainers, champion teachers and passionate about bringing more connection into dementia care. Nicoline, the other day, I was chatting with a daughter who visits her mom every week in a home care. And she told me, I've never know what to do when I get there. I sit, I chat a bit, and then I feel lost. I'm not helping. That really stayed with me. So, Nicoline, I want to ask you, why do you think visits sometimes feel so hard for families? And how can we help them feel more meaningful? What are some ideas you've used or suggest that work well during visits?
Oh, thanks, Danielle. Yeah, that story really speaks to me what many people feel. So, visits can be really tough when dementia's in the picture. And it really changes like how we connect and conversations might not flow. And that can actually feel really uncomfortable and sometimes even sad. The person is still there, and but still the person needs connection and comfort and purpose. And in PAC, we focus on meeting people where they are. So sometimes that means like slowing down, offering something familiar, or just being present. So I often tell families it's not about doing, it's about being.
Okay,
So
that's beautiful.
yeah, yeah. Can you share an example of a visit that worked really well for you? Something that, like something that made a difference.
Okay, because you mentioned something about being. And as an occupational therapist, it's also important to me the part of doing and being combined.
Hey.
So I think I have a beautiful example. There was this lady who would come to this care home to visit her mom. And she was very worried that the mom would do like nothing throughout the day. She should not enjoy like the group music or craft activities, bus trips, the concerts. And the mom would tell her, I'm doing nothing here. I just spent the whole day here sitting in front of the TV. And then the daughter would be so worried. And then she would come back to us with reasonable complaints, of course, because she was worried.
Yep.
And then and on top of that, she didn't know what to do with her mom, right? How to engage and just be with her, next to her. Then it came this idea. I started taking photos of her mother when she was engaged in activities. Then I would print the photos and I create like a scrapbook. But in that scrapbooking, I just leave like a space and a pen and a few things for the mother and daughter do together. So the purpose was not to remember like the real activity, but was just to discuss the photo together and they could write down, like what they are sharing about that photo. And so it was about being together and doing something meaningful. And then it creates so much laughter for both of them. I think that is like one of the most beautiful examples that I could give to you right now.
I love that.
And
I love
now I'm
that.
curious because I believe you have so many good examples as well. But just
Yeah.
choose one for today.
Okay, choose one. I chose one. I had a thought about it this week, and I thought, I remember a daughter, and she always came in to visit her mom, and she played Rummikub. And Rummikub is like a game with tiles with like red
I know
letters
that
and
game.
you know the game?
I
Red.
know the game.
Good, good. So, but her mom's dementia progressed, and the numbers just became way too overwhelming. And the
Okay.
game they
Because you
both
have to
loved.
match the numbers, right? You have to
Yeah,
sum them
you gotta
up.
mix
Or
the numbers.
maybe we can even have the link in our in the
Yeah, oh yeah,
Instagram notes.
we can actually do that. Like the game they both loved started to become a frustration. So
Hmm.
the daughter noticed that the mom still loved like sorting things, and
Okay.
that part of her hadn't changed. And instead of focusing on the game, they started to combine the colors together or even the numbers. No pressure and no rules, just a familiar feel. And it made her mom feel useful. It was such a like a simple shift, but it just worked beautifully. Her mom was like engaged and calm and actually even proud of what she was doing. And the daughter didn't feel lost anymore. I mean, like, that's just fantastic, don't you think?
Oh, I love this example because it's related to find the strengths, not the
Yes.
limitations. The
Yes.
focus was what is still possible. Let's still enjoy our time together, and I'll support the way you need right now in this moment.
Yes.
Oh, I love this example. Thank you so much for sharing, Nicoline.
You're welcome.
But I have one more question for you before we finish our podcast today.
Come on then.
Do you have a final message or takeaway you'd like to leave with families who might be feeling unsure or even a bit anxious about visiting their loved ones?
Right. Well, that's a really good question. I mean, like, my message to the people would be, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. The person you love is still there. They may be different. They're not gone. But when you meet them with being curious and patient and love in even the smallest way, you're doing something deeply meaningful. That's my message for today.
I have goosebumps, Nicoline.
Good. That's good
At
to
the end
hear.
of the day, we are all changing, every single day,
We
with
are.
or
We
without
are.
dementia. Of course,
Yeah.
with dementia, with the brain changes, we can see more visibly. But your message is beautiful. So thank you very much. And thank you to everyone listening, whether you're visiting a loved one today, tomorrow, next week. We hope this chat gave you a few new ideas and a little encouragement. Remember, it's not about filling the time, right, Nicoline? It's
That's
about
right.
connection. We'll be back soon with another episode to Dementia Care, one chat at a time. Until then, take care.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.